Hi folks, Rich here. What's this? What's this? What's this? It's an amplifier. Crash bang well up. It's a Marshall MG CFX 15 watt carbon fibre racing car finish. Marshall-y looking Marshall, 8-inch speaker in here, which is a bit tinny. Bit tinny, it's alright I suppose, for what it is. I paid £80 for this used. Look at the bags under my eyes. Yes, and how many amps have I had now? I don't know, a dozen or so. It's more about guitars, isn't it? 143 guitars? 4? I don't know. If you need a guitar review from a novice, go have a look at my playlist. Look, my beard's got really grey. Oh, white. Anyway, so you've got 4 presets up here. You've got a clean channel again and 2 overdrives. So you can fiddle around with this stuff. Press the store button and they're stored, so it's dead simple. It's nice to see a bass, treble and a middle on a small amp like this. Quite often you just got bass or treble or even just a tone knob. The Blackstars are still pedaling their ISF on some of the smaller ones, so when it's only a tone. Gain over here, obviously, a couple of different types of reverb, as Darryl Braun would say, or reverb, as most of us would say. A studio and a spring, volume, master volume, and you've got a few effects here, a chorus, a phaser, flanger, a delay, and an octave with a little tippity tap button. So it's all straightforward stuff. Don't be fooled by the word tuner. Oh, excuse me. You need the foot switch for the tuner to work. You can plug your MP3 or phone in, which I've tried, and the music coming out of there sounds awful. So I wouldn't bother with that. I suppose it's for practice, isn't it? Put your headphones in. You're still playing along coming out of one unit. But yeah, I think I'd rather play my music out for something else to play along to. And then if phone's in, I have wired up my pedals. I've only got three. I've got 3 pedals. A Behringer, why am I looking? I know what they are. Vintage Overdrive by Behringer, green one. Tube Screamer style. A Harley Benton Plexicon, which is a rackety, rowdy, super overdrive pedal. And my wah 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 wah, which needs a bit of lube. This is a Harley Benton SC Deluxe Goto. Strangely in tune. It's not like me. Sorry about that. No one likes a guitar in tune. Well, they do, don't they really? But I'm never in tune. Anyway, so this I've put a preset together for some clean stuff. Hey volume, what's going on? Oh, in tune? Not really. Where's the volume gone? What's happened? Oh, here we are. I've played. Bass all the way up. Let's take that down. It's quite a big difference, really, between all the up and all the off. My neck pickup. So good to have that. In fact, all these knobs are responsive. In your reverbs, and then put it all the way up. Wah, 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 wah. Play spring. So they all do what they say on the tin. Who's into modulation? I don't really like a lot of these sounds. It's not really my thing. Phaser. Wow. That sounds basic. What's down here? This is the chord. What have we got over here? The delay. Tappy button. Slower. Tappy. do things, that's good. What's my crunch sound like? I set up a crunchy sound. One thing that the amp doesn't do particularly well, I would suggest, is with my old Vox and my other amps. Vox is really good at this. You could set it as crunchy as you want, put the volume down low, so you could have your this volume up and your master down, but it would retain the kind of sound. It would sound still super crunchy or whatever you've got on, just a lot quieter. This doesn't do that so much really. The quieter you go, the more you lose a lot of its grunty crunchy, I think. Maybe not a big deal. Ooh, what's this? That's a bit loud. Sorry, neighbours. Turn down a little bit. Try the dry sound. Overdrive. So, straightforward little amp. Now I've had quite a few little amps, as you know. I've always been a big fan of the Blackstar ID Core amps. The ID Core, I've had the 10, the 20 and the 40. They're all just a touch on the tinny side, really. So I think they've made some nice noises and they've got good rounded sounds, good reverbs and echoing. The dual speakers really good. They're just a bit on the tinny side. So if you don't want tin and you want something a bit more, a bit more low end, something like this is a bit better, I think. But yeah, let me know if you've got one of these and what you think to it. I've only been having a little play with it for an hour or so. I've not had it very long, and it seems okay for what it is. It's not that, I don't know. it's a small amp. I'm not going to keep it, am I? Am I? I don't know. Anyway, let me know. Let me know what you think. If you've got one of these. But certainly for the money, you know, there aren't that many things out there, are there, really? This kind of cash. I think the ID Core 10 is about 130 new now, maybe 120, which is a good amp. I think that's a little bit much for that now. The ID Core 20, I think it's about 169. Is it 169? Maybe a bit more than that even. They're all getting a bit expensive, aren't they? But yeah, so used though, 80 quid, immaculate, in the box. Can't go wrong. Anyway, ta-ta.